That's not gonna work. What if I made an Ultimate Iron Man? Free-to-play skiller. I gotta do a collection log series.
What are you doing sitting under this tree?
Oh, I'm just trying to think of a new video idea.
Maybe you should make a guide for new players.
I feel like there's so many guides out there that I'd rather make something a little bit different.
Perhaps you should make a guide for new players, but disguise it as a video essay.
Today I want to talk about RuneScape's account progression system. It's pretty simple, really. It's just these two boxes. That's it. That's the video. Okay, but for real, let's actually talk about them in a bit more depth. First, questing. Love it or hate it, getting a quest cape is by far the best way you can progress your account. Like, just take a look at all this content that questing unlocks.
Oh my god!
Ava's Device, Ancient Magics, Prifdinus, the Best in Slot Mage Cape, the ability to buy and equip the iconic Rune Plate Body, but don't buy it from this guy. Just talk to him if you need good luck. I could go on all day about unlocks, but just trust me, there is a lot. Quests offer more than just unlocks though. They also offer you a great way to skip early levels and tedious skills that you might just not want to train. Let me give you a very long-winded example. You could do the Enter the Abyss mini quest and instantly get level 9 rune crafting. Do the mini quiz at the museum and get both 9 Hunter and Slayer. Go catch a few birds to try out that Hunter skill you just got XP in. Once you hit level 12, you can do the Ascent of Arceus quest. This would expose you to a whole nother continent you might not even know about. And now you've already jumped up to 11 rune crafting and 16 Hunter. And just by doing a few short quests, you've gained 30 levels by only actually training for 3 of them. And if we keep this example going, after that you could even do the Temple of the Eye quest. This should only take you about 15 minutes thanks to RuneLite's amazing quest helper plugin, and all of a sudden you're already 22 runecraft without even crafting a single rune. You've also now unlocked yourself a skilling minigame that offers you great XP at whatever level you are, as well as the chance to get a skilling outfit that makes regular rune crafting even better by offering you 60% additional runes. And again, this all started because you did a few very short quests. And this is just one awkwardly long-winded example, but almost every skill can be jump-started through questing. If you're sort of new to the game and you don't know about the wiki, you should definitely take a look and just read a couple pages. This site is incredible and I'm definitely going to make a video just on this. But on just one specific page, there's an optimal quest guide. It tells you exactly which quest you should do to gain the most experience from quests before training any skills. But maybe you've been to the wiki, you're not a fan. I get it, bro. Reading sucks. If you're using the Quest Helper plugin in RuneLite, guess what? It has this same list built in, but it even has an alternate path if you're an Iron Man. The only thing I really disagree with on this list is that you should kind of just do what you want to do. If a quest feels too long or too hard, don't feel bad about AFKing some sand crabs to get a few combat levels, or doing whatever you feel like you need to do. Getting a quest cape won't max out your skills, so there's no harm in training. That's the beauty of this game. You can kind of do whatever you want to do. If a quest is in your way, you don't have to do it right now. Just take a break, do what you want to do, and come back when you feel like it. But say you get that quest cape, every single quest in the game completed. Now what? If you were to do this perfectly optimal, you would be between 1500 and 1600 total level, which is huge, by the way. It is an achievement in itself. I think a lot of people get too wrapped up in getting a 99 that they forget the game currently has 23 skills, and almost every single one of them, except fire making, unlock a lot of content as you progress them. But here you are now, 1600 total. What should you do now? The quest cape on your back looks nice, but you no longer have a sense of direction. What should you work on? What should you train? Well, luckily for you, there were 2 boxes I showed you earlier. One for quest points, and the other for achievement diaries. Here is your next path of progression. Unfortunately, this time you can't rely on quests giving you experience without training the skill, but you know exactly what you can train and what it will unlock. It also no longer really matters what order you do them in, but you can choose to do whichever one that you think will benefit you the most. I did forget to mention this earlier, but the Quest Helper plugin also recommends you do achievement diaries during your quest progression. So let's hope you did those and got a nice head start. Because for this section, I'll be focusing on the elite tier, since they have the highest requirements and in turn cause your account to become even more progressed than previous tiers. Also, just like completing one specific quest gives you a best slot item, so does an achievement diary. It is kind of weird, but the Kebos Elite Diary gives you a blessing that actually has the best stats. It's just prayer bonus though, so it is kind of useful for AFK Slayer, but it's up to you if this is what you want to go for. But if that's not what you're looking for, I'd recommend you explore Lumberjack Drainer. The Explorer's Ring works as a high alchemy spell, so you don't need to carry those runes around with you for 30 casts. This is great for specific boss encounters, and even carrying it around for some Slayer. It's really great for conserving inventory space, and it lets you stay on a different spellbook. It also gives you unlimited teleports to a her patch, lets you restore run energy to 100% 3 times a day. This one is very nice if you're kind of stingy with your stamina potions like I am, as well as the big one. You can now use fairy rings, one of the best modes of transport, without a Drayman's or Lunar Staff. This frees up an extra inventory space for whatever activity you're doing. Another great diary is the Baroque one. The plate body works as a prospector's jacket, giving you the XP boost, but also gives you a chance of doubling ores. This can increase your profit per hour when mining higher level rocks. And one more perk of the diary that most people somehow forget about is that you can now buy 120 battle stabs every day from Zaf at a discounted price. And as soon as you do this, you can proceed to dump them promptly onto the GE for about 200k profit. And if you claim these every day, which takes about 30 seconds, you're looking at roughly 6 million in effortless GP every month. I'm starting to sound like a finance guru. There is a lot of these great benefits locked behind diaries, so you should definitely check them out and see which one interests you the most. Each one kind of has its own unique bonuses, and these are just 2 I would recommend, but you might find another one more enticing. And I know all these rewards sound great, but you need to remember these elite diaries have very high skill requirements. So don't just think you're going to jump in right away and get them. Use these rewards as a motivation system to finally grind out those annoying levels. And if you're ever feeling demotivated, just remember that progression in old school is like a marathon. It takes time to get where you want to go, but if you keep moving forward, eventually you'll get there.